Shall I start? Shall I continue? Okay. This is the web services stack. This is the service flow. Once you have created the services, okay, it should come up with the flow. After it will reach onto the discovery section, the registry section. After this, it will reach onto the publication section. Then you need to describe your services, that what are the input parameters and what will be the output parameters for using those web services. After then, it will be a XML based messaging system. After then, there should be a network. Whenever you are going to create a web services now, you need to follow 6 steps. The services flow, you can say it is your business logic, whatever the logic you have performed. First come, first serve. In case of Jet Airways, last come, first serve. Could be LIFO, could be FIFO. Whatever the programming logic you have made, the discovery, it should be discovered like this way by accessing this particular protocol, by accessing this particular URI with the so and so IP. After then slash services slash whatever the URL you have made. The publication, you need to register your web services somewhere. After this, the description, you need to describe your web services, that it should be like this way. Input should be employee ID and output should be the complete information of an employee. After it will be an XML based messaging. You are using the WSDL, web services definition language. After then, there should be a network. It should be transformed over a network, over an internet or to an intranet, anywhere you can use it. After it, there comes a security section. You need, whenever you are exposing your web services on internet, it should be secured enough. For the security reason, we use the HTTPS protocol because it is going to create a tunneling system between a producer and a consumer. That will come on later on. After then, there will be a management section, and after on, there will be a quality of services. This is the complete flow, the web services stack of your web services. Now we will come on to SOAP, Simple Object Access Protocol. It is a lightweight protocol for exchanging of information in a decentralized distributed environment. Whenever we say the web services, it is SOAP over HTTP. Simple Object Access Protocol over HTTP, Hypertext Transfer Protocol. We are transferring then simple object over HTTP. That's why we say SOAP over HTTP. Two different styles are used to encapsulate the RPC calls using the extensibility and the flexibility of XML, or to deliver a whole document without any methods calls encapsulated. Many times you need to secure your input data as well as your output data. You need to make an encrypted algorithm over it कि हमारा जो input data है, it should be encapsulated with certain kinds of things. कि उसके ऊपर मैंने एक ट्रिपल DES algorithm लगा दी. In the output, we are also getting the similar kinds of stuff. The employee ID is coming in the triple DES algorithm approach. The employee name is coming into. After all, the more important section is the salary. Salary should not be exposed in a singular pattern. It should be certain algorithm. We need to provide an algorithm over it. This is the XML messaging using SOAP. One is the service requester and another one is the service provider. These are the 4 steps which we need to follow while we are communicating with the producer, with the consumer. The first one, the SOAP request over the network protocol, your SOAP over HTTP, it will directly reach on to your application web services, from where it is going to get the data, the input parameters. Okay, we need to get the list of movies that is running in your PVR system, in your PVR. The complete data in the form of XML, it will go to the requester side. Requester side again is going to create any kinds of modification into that, or selecting a particular data from the list of data. ठीक है, वहां से इसके पास response आया, and again it will send it to the requester, the provider. Again, it is going to send you the response, and the application requester is going to access all the data using this protocol mechanism. Now we will come on to the WSDL part, Web Services Definition Language. It is a common file between the producer as well as between the producer and consumer. This is called as WSDL file, where you describe what the web services does, how to use it, what are the method signatures, where to find the service. This is a common file which must be shared between the producer and the consumer. Whenever a producer is going to create a web services, this WSDL file will automatically going to be generated, and this WSDL file will be shared with your consumer part, and the consumer is going to generate a client using this WSDL only. And from this mechanism, we are integrating the producer to the consumer via web services. It does not depend on the underlying protocol. It is not much human readable, but somehow I'll show you the WSDL, how the WSDL is generated, and what is the definition and the description which we are providing it into the WSDL part. It is a completely XML based protocol. This is one WSDL. I think you won't be able to understand what is this WSDL. What we need to understand, this is the XML part. It is starting up with an XML. After this, in this XML, we have certain WSDL messages, operation name, the schemas, the SOAP encoding, everything, the encoding and the encryption part is also over here with the objects. Let's say if we want to transfer the employee object, whenever we are going to transfer the employee object, we need to provide the information of the employees in the WSDL part. That employee, it will be a simple object or it could be a complex object. Okay. If in the case of simple object, it should be like employee name, employee ID, employee salary, employee date of birth, date of joining, everything. But when it comes onto the complex part, employee must come in a certain department, employee should be there in an organization should be practicing some industry standards. These are all the things. When it comes onto that level now, this object becomes complicated. This will be a complex object in that case. So we need to describe the simple object as well as the complex object into our WSDL only. After this, we comes on the UDDI. It is called as Universal Description, Discovery and Integration. Whenever we are going to create a web services, okay, this should be discovered and this should be described to the consumers, that how we are going to discover this web services, how we are going to get these web services. UDDI creates a platform independent open framework and registry for describing web services, discovering the businesses and integrating business services. You can say it is a registry, it is a telephone directory. It is a telephone directory of your web services, okay, where you are actually describing all the web services needs. You are actually describing that from where you need to access those applications, what are the input parameters and what will be the output parameters, okay, and everything with the less protocols. With the UDDI, maybe the less used than predicted, especially on the internet level. This will all come when I am going to demonstrate in the practical session. A web service example in Java. One is your HTTP server. There is one servlet engine. Any class processing the incoming request, the business logic, SOAP aware servlet, sending request and getting. I think this is all theoretical section. Let me come on to the practical session. Let me start up with the practical session. For this web services, I am using the Rational Application Developer. It is an IDE provided by IDE. This is provided by IBM. We are using Rational Application Developer 7.5 in this case. Along with that, we are using two servers. This is WebSphere Application Server version 6.1. WebSphere Application Server. Don't look at the name because I have changed the name. Not visible. Turn off the lights. प्रीवियर क्या होता है? प्रीवियर नहीं, लाइसेंस है मैडम, लाइसेंस है. And it is a very costly product. आपको अगर ये खरीदना है तो आपको लाइसेंस लेना पड़ेगा, और फॉर अ सिंगल यूजर IBM इज चार्जिंग मोर देन $100 फॉर एन ईयर. कुछ ऐसा है इसका चार्ज. These both are the products from IBM only. This is an IDE, Integrated Development Environment, and this is an application server. This is an IDE, Rational Application Developer, and this is an application server. We have created two servers. One is the web service producer and one is web service consumer. यहाँ पर ये दोनों एक ही जगह पर है, but don't consider that they both are the same servers. They both are the different servers. Let's say the producer is situated somewhere in California and the consumer is somewhere located in Gurgaon. Now we want to integrate between two servers. I am going to create an application, expose it as a web services, and these web services will be consumed by the consumer, which is located in Gurgaon. Consider it like this way. For this, I need to start up the server. अपाचे आप ले सकते हो. Is starting up. Now how we are going to create this web services? I assume that you are all aware of the basic understanding of Java. If you're still not aware of the basic understanding of Java, I'll tell you that how to create a web services and how these web services are integrating with the two legacy applications over internet or over intranet. But over here we will start up with the intranet level, not to the internet level. Let's say we'll start up with the railway system. In this railway system, now give me your ideas what should come up in the railway system. There should be one method in Java class where it is going to give you the list of trains on a certain date, right? There should be one method, list of trains. Source, destination, class, and date. The signature should be like this way: list of trains starting from Delhi, destination should be Mumbai, class should be second AC, and date on 25th of December. Is there anything else that comes up in the list of trains in finding the trains from the railway system? Time will come. Time will automatically come. It will automatically come. It will automatically come. It will come in the second level, in the nested level. Let's say I am creating a my travel portal. I am going to name it as my travel portal, which will be a consumer of Indian Railways, which will be a consumer of railway system, and this will be a producer. Okay. One is the list of trains. Second, I think all of you have used IRCTC. IRCTC have you used? Okay. When you got the list of trains with the with so and so data like sleeper, third AC, second AC, first AC, chair class, okay, with the seats availability, you firstly select the IRCTC is just like this way. We have created a GUI in the IRCTC. Now, when you are selecting this is your search criteria that will reach onto indianrailways.com, and it will show you the list of trains: train 1, train 2, train 3, up to train N. Now what you select? You select the third AC of train 2 on 25th of December. What will be the query parameters? It will be train 2, okay, third AC, and it will go onto the server side. It will search that whether the availability is there or not. This will come up in the seats availability, okay. We have created one more parameter, one more method, in where we have given the train number, okay, then class, and then date. It should be like this way only, na? I have given the train number, class, and the date. Now, third, it will say available. What it is returning? It is returning 371 seats are available on 25th of December. Okay. This will be the output. After it, what you do? You enter the details. Okay, click book. When you click on book, a form will appear in front of you where you need to provide the passenger's information. You need to give the passenger name, the age, okay, with the seat choice, whether it is a senior citizen or below senior citizen. You come over to over here, you give the passenger info. Passenger details. This is one more method. Okay. After then, final booking. With so and so parameters, with the passenger details, with the train details, and with the payment details. These are the four methods which might have exposed by the Indian Railways to Yatra or to Make My Trip or to myportal.com. I am giving a glimpse of it with a simple example. Is there anything else you have in your mind while going for a railway reservation? Once a seat has been booked in a certain train using any portal, okay, after then you will check the status. If your seats are not being confirmed, you can check your status, okay. Then using by checking your status, what you need to provide an input, you need to provide the PNR number of it, okay. I have created one more method, check seat status, where you need to provide the PNR number, and the output will be certain object. Now, when we have created these methods, okay, we have created a business logic at the backend. When we are creating any methods in the Java, the business logic should be there. Okay, that business logic is automatically integrating it up with your databases. Okay, and it is going to display all the information to the calling application, from where the list of trains, from where the seat availability, from where the passenger info, the book tickets. These methods are being called. How we are going to access these applications, these APIs over the internet by different applications. After creating this class, we are going to expose it as web service. When we are exposing it as web service, a visual file will be generated. Web service definition language. That will be registered via UDDI. And this visual file will be sent to mytravelportal.com. From here, you are going to create a client of these web services. Once the client is generated, you can access these APIs. This is the use of web services. This is how we create a web service, and this is how we are linked it up with so and so sites. Okay. Okay. My server has been started, and I have created a web service producer server. Imagine this server is located in somewhere in California. Okay. Whenever I'm going to access this application hosted on this WebSphere application server, there should be a URL for it. Okay. Are you able to see it? No? नहीं है विजिबल. अगर लाइट ऑफ किया जाए मैं कोशिश कर रहा हूँ. मैं वही कर रहा हूँ. ठीक है. नहीं हो पाएगी मैम इससे. अब ठीक है ना. लेकिन अब मेरे लिए प्रॉब्लम हो जाएगी. तो मुझे कुछ नहीं नजर आ रहा. We'll start up with a small Java program. मैम ये Eclipse ही आप समझो. सेम ऑप्शंस है. सेम ऑप्शंस है. मेरे पास Eclipse नहीं है तो इसलिए मैंने RAD को यूज किया हुआ है. अगर आप ये देखो मैम आपको दिखा रहा हूँ. ये देखो ये पढ़िए. IBM ने Eclipse को पूरा हायर किया हुआ है. सबसे ज्यादा फंडिंग दी हुई है. आपके पास ऐसे ही ऑप्शंस आएंगे. डोंट वरी. डायनेमिक वेब प्रोजेक्ट Eclipse में भी होता है. डायनेमिक वेब प्रोजेक्ट है ना. डायनेमिक वेब प्रोजेक्ट ही मैंने इसमें क्रिएट किया. मैं फिर से स्टार्ट कर देता हूँ. न्यू डायनेमिक वेब प्रोजेक्ट. Whenever I am going to create a new dynamic project, its EAR is automatically created into the workspace. EAR, Enterprise Archive. Archive. Okay, I have created a package, Com Railways Booking, in which I have created a class, train.class. we have created in Java resource. Now over here I am going to create these 5 methods. One is the list of trains. A class